competition behind him gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the debacle of a game between the Washington Redskins and the Philadelphia Eagles. This and much, much more live with Aaron and John. Yo, 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 what's up, John?
What's up?
Excellent.
Welcome, everybody. Harry Hug Football, episode number 542, in which we get beat. Well, some of our people get beat, and some people off the street get beat. On a Tuesday night, football's a great night for football. In which we get it handed to us at the hands of the most hated, rude fans team. I can't even think straight in all of football. Anyway, and we're here to talk about that game. And I already see CJack17 in the podcast room on Discord.
Yo.
What's up, dude? Hopefully you can hear everything fine. I had a major incident this week with my computer, in that all of my audio drivers stopped working, and John was like, "Dude, I can't hear you. There's something up." And
And you were like, "That's impossible. This is a brand new was it a brand new mic or something like that?"
I don't know. It was weird.
You had just gotten a new piece of equipment. You were just like, "It's brand new. There's no way it's this."
It was the drivers is what it ended up being.
Right,
but in the process of fixing that, I like leaned over my computer, like looking at the back and where my earphones come out of the front of the computer. I like broke the jack inside the computer. And so now
you broke the jack, like so you put the earphones were plugged in.
And then I leaned my fat stomach over it, and it broke it inside the computer.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was not fun. But anyway, I think you guys can hear everything.
Yeah.
Wiggle the wire, dude. They're saying wiggle the wire. Wiggle the wire. Who is that? That's X Factor. No, that's Shanny saying wiggle the wire. What's up? Merry Christmas to everyone on this edition of the podcast. I know that you guys were going, if you were like me, you were going into last night's game kind of with a smirk on your face, like, this isn't even really our team. I don't even really want to watch this. And then what happened?
It was like a preseason game.
But then we got our hopes up.
Yeah.
Because John, you were the only person. John was like, "That's an interception," and I'm like, "What?" And then it took them like a minute to show it again, because Butt Fumble was just there like, "That was obviously a drop. I don't even know what they're looking at here." And John was like, "Dude, it hit his heel. That was a pick."
Yeah, dude.
Sure enough, it should have been a touchdown, but they blew it dead. But I can see why they would.
Touchdown. Dude, at one point we had to mute our mics on our TVs because Butt Fumble wouldn't shut up.
He just would not shut up.
He would just not shut up. And Aaron, at one time, he just goes, "This guy reminds me of that soccer announcer from ESPN." And I was like, "Who? Taylor Twellman?" Yeah, he does. Yeah, but Butt Fumble totally has the same like accent as Taylor Twellman.
Taylor Twellman. Anyway, dude, something happened with Discord. Discord seriously just did something weird. So let me make sure that it's still working. Yeah, there. Okay, I think I'm back in there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it screwed up. Hopefully we're back in Discord now. Yeah, it was like it was trying to do an update in the middle of us like broadcasting in there.
Jerks.
Yeah. So anyway, I think we're back in there. What was I saying before I got rudely interrupted by Discord? Yeah, butt fumble. Tweller Twellman. Twitter Twellman. Taylor Twellman. Is that his name? Taylor Twellman? I can't even say that. How did he learn to say that as a child? Hi, my name's Taylor Twellman. Good thing he did. Anyway, butt fumble sounds exactly like him.
His words. Yeah, they had the same like accent. I guess they're from the same area. I don't know.
Taylor Twellman?
Taylor Twellman.
They're probably from California. They just have that
I think they are.
California soccer like pretty boy vibe. Especially Taylor Twellman. Why are we talking about Taylor Twellman? Not Taylor.
Question.
Butt fumble. When we were up like 10-3, like he just kept talking about how Hurts was on a roll and this and that, and I'm like, dude, they're losing right now. He threw a pick off of some dude's heel, but still he threw it.
Some dude's heel, right? Yeah.
And then he fumbled, and you're talking about how he's on a roll. It's like, dude, he has 2 turnovers in the first quarter, and you're talking about he's on a roll. And then I had to just mute it. I was done with butt fumble.
Well, the Eagles were on a roll by the end of that game. As a matter of fact, they gained, what did I see, 238 yards on the ground.
Dude.
Is that correct? I think it was. And we gained total 237 yards.
Look, I got to say, I didn't expect us to have an offense in this game, but I expected the defense to step up huge. And it looked like we were going to in that first quarter, and then you saw what happened. We just... sucked.
We had Gilbert, great Godfrey guy out there doing stuff.
Gilbert, great Godfrey.
Godfrey, great Gilbert guy. He was throwing the ball. I don't know. I was on Twitter and I just kept saying, or on Discord, and I just kept saying, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Don't have to put it in his hands and make him throw it unless he absolutely has to. Run the ball. The Patriots just won a game where they ran the ball except for 3 plays.
And we were doing well.
3 plays.
We were doing well running it in the beginning.
And Norv Jr. decides that he wants to start passing the ball, and he does, and he's doing all these running routes where it's you see 3 guys going in 3 different directions right in front of where the ball's getting snapped and everything, and I'm just like, why aren't we doing this basic guy formation? We can still run the ball doing this. Why aren't we doing that?
Put that new fullback in that we signed and just run the ball. Run the. But
the fact that we did and then we went away from it was just really, really bothered me.
I can't stand Norv Jr., but at the same time, our defense should have helped us out after this first quarter, because they did fine in the first quarter. After that, we gave up, like you said, 238 yards of rushing on most of our guys were intact, and we're supposed to be the 4th in the league against the rush or something like that. And let me see. Jalen Hurts only threw the ball. Let's see. He was 20 of 26 for 300 yards passing. Dang, he still threw for almost 300. Okay, we were missing 2 of our top secondary guys. Okay, I can get that. But what I can't get is the rushing. 18 for 131 for Sanders.
Yeah.
What is that?
Their game, they've predicated their game on running the ball and making Jalen Hurts not have to throw the ball that much, just like I was just saying that we should have done and started to do, and then Norv Turner went away from it.
We ran the
run the ball and then throw what we need to.
We ran the ball 21 times and passed it 20. So that was about as balanced as you can get. All right.
Right.
They ran the ball 41 times and passed it 20 times. If we would have just mimicked their formula for this game with a quarterback we got off the street who I thought was the same as Blaine Gabbert until halfway through the game. I thought this was the same dude.
Blaine Gabbert Gilbert.
And you're like, no, dude, this is Gabbert Gilbert. And I'm like, I thought his name was Blaine Gabbert. And you're
Garrett Gilbert, dude.
Garrett Gilbert. What's his name? Garrett Gilbert?
Twellman.
I can't.
Taylor Heineke.
What is our quarterback's name? Garrett Gilbert?
Garrett Gilbert Grape.
What does he have to do with Blaine Gabbert?
You tell me.
I thought it was the same guy. Oh my gosh. All right, we've got a comment in here in the peanut gallery from the Shanny, our man in St. Louis, 4 hours down the road from me. Let's see here. I'm getting really annoyed at how uncreative the running game is. You can say that again. Every first down is straight ahead, 2 yards. Yeah, it's like 1 or 2 yards straight into the back of a lineman. And I've said this before. I don't think Antonio Gibson has the best vision. In my opinion.
And it's all this like trickery that goes on before the play. Like I said, it's like 3 guys like running in different directions and everything, and running in front, like barely missing the snap and everything. And it's
just
like
run off tackle. Just go.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole lot of
go.
work just to get 2 yards. Just run off tackle.
And when you have like 3rd and 2 and you have a guy running like parallel to the end zone, I guess, or perpendicular to the sideline, it's never good.
What a tray is?
It's never good.
Man.
If you only have a short distance, the shortest distance is a straight line, Norv Jr.
Right.
Put a fatty in front of him. If you want to, run a fullback as a lead blocker and then run off of him.
Find one. Yeah.
Especially in a game like this, I thought for sure that fullback was. I saw him in once.
Yeah.
I thought for sure we were just going to be pounding it with an extra tight end blocking for the run. Dude, what about John Bates again? That was a nice little throw for his touchdown.
Yeah.
To change the subject. I mean, Gabbert wasn't bad.
Garrett Gilbert was not bad. He was on the practice squad of the Patriots, so if the Patriots had him, there's something there. So I think we have to keep him for. I think we have to keep him for 3 weeks.
We have to keep him for 3 weeks?
I think so, because we signed him to the. But I don't know for sure, because we signed him to the active squad off the practice squad, and we can't put him right back on the practice squad if he's starting. But I might be completely wrong. I heard something about that this morning, but I don't know.
Well, Garrett Gilbert, someone in the chat room said that he has the longest throw to Terry McLaurin all year. I think it was Taylor Bundy.
Yeah, and he threw that ball all short too. Like somehow 17 still came up with it.
Dude, and he would have had another touchdown. Let's call it what it is. Too cool for school. Adam Humphries. It hit him in the chest, dude. Now, you said you were going to go back and look and see if the guy was holding his arm. Did you have a chance to do that yet? No.
He was getting his arm held. Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, one of his arms was getting held, but
Yeah, he was fine. He was not the reason we lost this game. It was the lines. Both of the lines.
Yeah, both of them. The offensive line playing with 3rd and 4th stringers in some places, and the defensive line they look like they did at the start of the season when they were just getting bum rushed every play.
They were getting boat raced.
Boat race.
They were getting boat raced up and down the field. And boat raced. It was not a pretty sight to see that. But yeah, Gabbert, Blaine Gabbert, Gibson, Garrett what's his name? Gilbert. Garrett Gilbert did fine, dude.
He did all right. I mean, he looked like he was like a chicken with his head cut off at first when he was getting the pocket collapsed around him. But even during the game, you saw that he was kind of growing into it. It was only a second start.
Let's compare him to Hurts. He had the same number of completions.
Right.
I'm sorry. He should not have had 5 more attempts. Same number of completions, less yards by about 100.
102.
But he also didn't have any interceptions.
True.
And he didn't have a touchdown, but he should have to Too Cool. So him compared to Hurts was fine. So the difference is the running game. The defensive line. They're taking the blame. You can't even really blame our secondary that well because they ran it so much that it didn't matter that our secondary wasn't there.
Well, don't forget their tight end, though, that Dallas Goedert guy.
That dude destroyed us. except for the office.
And not having like Cam Curl and Fuller in there, like helping out with that probably affected the defense some.
Yeah.
Not having Cam Curl in it, I think, was the biggest difference on the defense compared to anything else. And then William Jackson got hurt.
That Goddard dude had 7 catches for 135 yards.
He was destroying us. Man. Dallas. Ugh.
I always envision that Shanny, who's sitting right here in our live podcast room right now, his little picture's up there. Since he has Ovechkin as his picture, that's what I think in my mind he looks like. I'm like, he looks exactly like Alexander and Ovechkin, dude.
Smiling with that big old gap tooth.
Yeah. He probably looks nothing like him.
Like a fatter Bruce.
A fatter Bruce Willis. Anyway, that Goddard guy, he's like, what did I say during the game? He's like Ertz 2.0 as far as torching us goes.
Yeah, or any tight end. I mean,
why do we get torched by tight ends so much? Is it because our
I
linebackers suck?
was thinking about that. It hasn't been as much this year, but it still happens. But I think, as we saw, if you don't have Curl in there, it really makes a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Which is great, which is unbelievable because he was a 7th-round pick 2 years ago or last year.
Yeah.
This is his 2nd year.
Yeah, he was a steal. It kind of goes to show me that, like, these scouts and stuff, they don't always know. Like, you know how they pay more attention to big school players? I have no idea where Cam even went. But you know how, like, certain schools get more attention, and then you got these small schools that probably no scouts ever go to. You could be the best player in the country and be at some small school and no one ever sees you. You know, it's just like... So the draft is kind of the luck of the draw.
Kind of is, somewhat. He went to Arkansas. He went to Arkansas.
He's a Razorback.
He's a Razorback.
Arkansas State.
Arkansas.
Who put? Shanny said Arkansas State.
Huh.
Jerry Rice went to Arkansas? I thought Jerry Rice went to like Middle Tennessee State or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, like
All
Jerry
I know
Rice.
is that he's better than Landon Collins. That's for
Landon Collins had a heck of a game, dude, at the beginning. A pick and a fumble recovery that he ran back.
He's doing such a great job as this like hybrid linebacker kind of thing. And I know he says he didn't like doing it, but he's doing a great job with it. I mean, how can you not like it if you're not allowed? I don't know. When we keep him around and let him like tackle people, he's really, really good. But every time, and we saw it in this game, there's one play, and you were just like, well, we saw him in coverage.
Yeah.
We knew what's going to happen there.
He needs to. I mean, we're paying him enough. He needs to play where we tell him. Because I don't care what your ego is. If you,
yeah, really. When it comes down to it.
If you suck, you need to go where you don't. He's going to get boat raced out there. We got completely boat raced in the 2nd through 4th quarters. But,
man, yeah.
You know.
I mean, it's really surprising. It could have been like 42-17.
It could have been
27-17. I mean, they could have walked all over us.
But they didn't, somehow.
But they didn't. Which means when we have our rematch in a couple of weeks here,
it'll be
FedEx Field.
It'll be interesting to see if we have some semblance of an offense, because don't forget that with them doing to us what we've done to those other people during that 4-game winning streak, controlling the ball, like what was the time of possession? Our defense got worn down too. So as the game went on, it was going to get worse and worse and worse, and like running yards were going to become easier and easier for them. Right. Because we were on the field so long. I have that stat here somewhere. Is it under recap? It's under Gamecast. Here it is. I got it. 35-17 to 24-43. So they had the ball for roughly 10.5 minutes longer than us.
Yeah.
So, 519 yards of offense, though, dude.
Man, we destroyed us.
It just comes into... We were in it because of the 2 turnovers. Let's face it.
We really were. I mean, Gilbert was not the reason we lost. Like you said, it was the lines, really.
Yeah.
The offensive and defensive lines. But man,
it sucked.
I just want to put this game behind us and just move on to the next game, which is in Dallas this weekend.
Yeah. What's today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 4 days, dudes.
4 days.
Oh.
4 days. Oh, by the way, we also fell out of we're in 10th place now, I think, for the wild card.
Yeah, we're done, dude. We're done.
Yeah.
I mean, even if we win out, will we be in the playoffs? Maybe, because we'll be, I guess, I don't know. It depends on what the Eagles do, because we'll be tied with them.
Right. If we win out, we still will get into the playoffs.
Oh, okay, good.
Because right now, Philadelphia is the first team out of the playoffs.
Didn't
But ahead of us, Philadelphia is at 7-7. Kirk Cousins is also 7-7, and San Fran is 8-6.
But what is the Eagles' NFC record? Do you have that by any chance?
Let's see, working. Let me see.
So we still possibly
They've lost. They're 1-2.
No, not the East, the whole NFC.
Oh, in the whole NFC. Let's see. 2, 3.
Yeah, because we're 1-2 also in the NFC East.
3, 5, 3, 6.
You're like counting it up. Don't forget Seattle's is in the
4 and 5.
NFC.
Las Vegas is in the AFC. 4 and 5.
Okay, they're 4 and 5.
5 and 5. 5 and 6. 6 and 6.
All right. I didn't want to put you through this. I thought it might just be listed somewhere. So anyway, Dallas though, didn't they wrap up the division by us losing last night? I think they did.
I do not know.
So anyway, dude, let's talk about the benches. About Dan trying to keep up with the Joneses, literally.
It's not just him. Philadelphia bought benches from these guys too.
So everyone's got benches now. Dallas started.
Dragon seat.
Dude, I'm going to get you a dragon seat bench for Christmas. It's going to be a single bench. I'll be like, you're riding the dragon seat.
I'm just thinking of like in The Hobbit, and they got the dragon, and it's that Benjamin Cumberbatch guy, and he's just like, I'm coming to hit your feet.
Dragon seats is like, we're raking it in now, dudes. Raking it in. Now
All thanks to Jerry Jones publicizing what he bought.
And his son. And his son. Showing how they're easy to ship to other stadiums. Wouldn't it be easier, though, just to, like, every team has a dragon seat. Like, every stadium has a dragon seat. And instead of bringing the other team's dragon seats, they just have, like, a cover that fits over it, like a couch cover that you just roll down over top of it.
Well, I think you have heated seats for the other team. The reason they started bringing their own, Dallas did, was because ours stopped working at FedEx Field.
Dude, the plumbing doesn't even work at FedEx Field.
How many times over the years have you listened? They're just like, the headsets aren't working on both sides of the field, Redskins side or Washington football team side now, and the visitor side. Like, they've just,
dude,
I'm not surprised at all. It's got to be just like the guys that run that place. I've got to be completely overwhelmed or completely done or both.
We want dragons. We want dragon seats. Hey, we want dragon seats. Oh, and then someone asked Ron Rivera about the dragon seats, and he was basically like, it didn't affect anything on the field. Like, I don't have anything to do with the stupid dragon seats.
He was probably really pissed about that question.
Probably.
I would have been.
So Shanny says, so Dan will buy benches for the other stadium, but won't fix the pipes in his own stadium. No, because it only drips on, like, the people underneath, not in the club level. Tailgate Ted was talking about all the upgrades that are planned for the club, as Tailgate Ted put it, empty club level for next season, whereas the people in the upper and lower decks are got plumbing leaking on them. What can you say?
And the upper decks are such shambles, man.
Dude, they took half of them out. Remember when they were trying to keep up the sham of the season ticket waiting list, and they took out half the upper deck seats just so they could still say there was a waiting list? There's no waiting list.
The seats that including the season tickets that we had.
They took them out, didn't they? Or we were right on the edge.
Because we were right in the corner of the end zone in the upper deck. They were crap seats.
But when we got them, we were like so pumped, like, dudes, we've been on, because I was on the waiting list since I was like a teenager.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they're like, you've come up for your tickets, and I was like, what? And this was in like what, 2005 or something? When did we have those? 12, because it was the RG3 year, right? Did we have season tickets that year? I remember being up there for that night game, me, you, and Will, way up at our seats.
I think, I don't know.
I think it was 2012.
I don't remember.
I don't know, but we finally came up. Supposedly, your number came up, and we fell for that. But anyway, enough about that. It's all water under the bridge now, dude.
And it will be until Dan Snyder sells the team or dies.
And his son.
His son takes over.
And then
don't forget, he's not running the team, so he doesn't have anything to do with those benches. They're probably bought by
Tanya.
Jason Wright.
Tanya.
It might be, but Tanya?
Is it Tanya or Tanya?
I don't know.
It matters not.
That matters not.
All right. Do we want to give our games and kicks, or do we have anything else we really want to talk about this game?
Let's go ahead. 2 weeks ago, man. 2 weeks ago, we were like in the playoffs, and we were like in good shape. And
all right.
say you look like my dog when she's about to puke.
And you like try to like drag your dog to like where there's no carpet or something, and it's like,
yeah, or you grab like, you used to grab like back in the day, you grab a newspaper. Now no one has newspapers, so you grab like paper towels. You're like, get that under there.
And it's always right before you can get it under there. Dang it. And then they eat it anyway and clean it up themselves, so it doesn't matter. And then they throw it up again. It's like a vicious cycle. It's kind of like us with watching this team. We're like a dog puking and eating it again. It's a vicious cycle.
That's true, though. It is a vicious cycle, man. Especially the last 20-something years.
Anyway, all right, let's see if I can find the sound effect for the game ball. Oh, there it is.
Guys, you suck.
And now, the coveted and ever-elusive Game Ball Award.
The Game Ball Award is brought to you by your friends at Ridapoo. Dude, I was looking at, we were going to bring someone on here. I think it was Kenny Ken. I don't think he's in here, though. We were going to bring Kenny Ken on here today to talk about what's going on in the HHF FFL because they're deep into the playoffs.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I was looking at all the past winners the other day, according to Yahoo. And somewhere along the way, there was a team called the Washington Ridapoos that won the championship. Because I'm building a trophy. I'm building what I call the Cheeseman Trophy for the winner of the HHH FFL League. And I'm not going to reveal what it is yet, but let's just say that the trophy is something that can be practically used. It's usable. It's not going to sit on your wall. And it's called the Cheeseman Trophy. And that's it. Hey, look, there's Chin in Nova Scotia has popped into the Discord room.
Hey.
Look at that. Good old Chin getting ready for Christmas up there in Nova Scotia, straight from Oak Island. It's happy to have Chin in here. What's up, Chin? So anyway, here we go. Okay, so I am Cyclones. I thought it was Cyclone S. Yeah, X Factor 357. Wait, X Factor 357, are you coming on here to talk about the league tonight? Because if so, you better get in the live podcast room. With earphones on. With earphones, dude.
Yeah, big sad from the loss.
I think Kenny Ken said he lost by 1 point. I was keeping up on that.
Oh.
I think he's out. The live podcast room is not hard. What? Oh, he's at work. Oh, to get into. All right, he's at work, so he's not coming on. So, all right, maybe next week we'll have someone talk about the league there then. But there is the Cheeseman Award, which is coming to the winner.
This man.
They have to
You
pay.
need to have a smiling picture of the cheese man on there.
All they must just have to pay shipping and handling. That's it.
This brought to you by Time Life Magazine.
Just pay shipping and handling, and the second one is yours free. Okay. Game balls, dude. You're up.
I'm giving my game ball to Jarrett Patterson. Scored his first touchdown in the NFL.
It's a good one, and I think we should have leaned on him more in this game, of course, but we did not.
I think we should have leaned on any of the running backs in this game.
Or all of them.
Yeah.
My lunch break is about to end. X Factor 357. All right. Enjoy work, I guess. And we'll talk to you soon. On your way home from work, you can listen to this podcast because it will be uploaded at Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and a bunch of other podcast syndicated places that we probably don't even know exist. And as always, you can go on our website, harryhogfootball.com, and listen to the latest episode directly from there as well. To my game ball, dude, I'm going to give mine to... I got to give it to him because he kept us in the game almost single-handedly, Landon Collins. For the pick off the heel and the fumble recovery, although he almost fumbled that himself. But anyway.
Right. I think he did, and it got recovered. Yeah,
he got it. I think he was down, though. So he gets my game ball, but I want to give a mini game ball out to Blaine Gilbert Gabbert for...
Gilbert Gabbert.
Whatever his name is, Gilbert, for showing up on like 3 days' notice. Grape Gottfried. And playing decently. He didn't throw any picks. He didn't fumble it. He only got sacked like once or twice. Although he seemed like he was in the back of his lineman like all day. But I'm not going to blame him for that. He had some bad throws, but he wasn't nearly as lost looking as when we had to sign Butt Fumble or Josh Johnson a couple years ago. Remember that last game of the season? Oh, it was bad.
He was so bad.
Oh, it was so
bad. And then just listening to him just wouldn't shut up. And there's this guy on the screen who was playing so much better than he ever did for us.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Butt Fumble.
Shut up, Butt Fumble.
Taylor Twellman.
Taylor Twellman's probably from California.
St. Louis's own.
Yeah, that's right. St. Louis's
own.
Dude,
Shanny's out in St. Louis. Next time we're out in St. Louis, Shanny, we need to go to that city. What was it called, dude, that we went to and hung out with? City Museum? With that like bar on the top and like those weird slides that you could like explore, and the weird guy driving the little train. That place is cool
too.
Yeah. And then like the bus that's leaning over the top. We need to go there with the Shanny. Look at him like chatting all about it. We're there with you, dude. We can have a beverage on the roof. Next time we're in there.
The train is haunted.
When I was there, that train was creepy.
Dude, those slides were crazy. Those interior slides are just they're like 5-6 floors long or longer.
Yeah,
crazy stuff.
Yeah, so we went there for of course the Rams Redskins game, and then we ended up
at the Norton Jones.
And then we went to some. Remember, we also checked out some Tottenham game at the some English pub type thing that was down there. Like the next day.
That's right.
Anyway, yeah, that was fun. All right. So I guess with that being said, where is the? There it is.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
This week's Kicking the Balls Award is also brought to you by Ridapoo, our only sponsor.
Excellent!
All right. Are you going?
Oh, man. No, you go first.
I'm giving it to the entire defensive line for allowing 238 yards rushing. Mic drop.
That's a good one. Jonathan Allen himself said that they got their asses kicked.
He's not going to mince words, dude.
Quote unquote.
He's not going to mince words.
No, not at all. My kick in the balls goes to the great Redskins legend, Nathan Angry Orchard.
Angry Orchard's getting it?
Angry Orchard's getting it. I'm going to tell you why.
He got a penalty.
He had no tackles. He had no defenses. There were passes defended. And the only time I ever saw him on the field, he got a damn penalty.
Wasn't it kind of a big penalty too? What was that?
It was like a block. It was like a holding or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember. Nate Angry Orchard. We
I
bring
don't
him
remember either. Yeah, we brought him back from like the practice squad in Cleveland, and he did that to us.
Dude, there were dudes on the field I didn't know who they were. Who was that Harris guy I kept seeing?
Dejon Harris.
Who is he?
Booby Rotimi, man. Booby Rotimi.
Dude, he had a great game.
Sack.
He's getting another mini game ball from me. Because that guy was pumped. Remember in preseason when he got that sack, how pumped he was? I mean,
Yeah,
he's from
dude.
like another country or something.
He went to ODU. He's ODU's finest.
Yeah, that dude. He's actually, like the few times I've seen him play, he's actually played pretty well. Like, I don't remember anything really bad from him ever. So, you know, I'm glad that guys like that at least got out of this silver lining, I guess, of all this COVID fest is some of these guys get a chance to play a little bit.
We had Brad Gilbert Grape starting at quarterback.
Brad Gilbert Grape Gottfried. All right, speaking of, have we heard any news today about anyone else coming back off this list?
I actually have breaking news for the end of the podcast, which is what we're at.
We'll go with it then. Don't hold me in suspense, dude.
Beep, 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 beep. We still do not have any word on a quarterback yet. So Gilbert Godfrey Grape is still on the roster. Could start this weekend. We'll see. It's only Wednesday.
3 days away.
But the COVID-19 list grew by one. Cole Holcomb.
Are you kidding me?
Cole Holcomb is now on the COVID-19 list.
I just saw an interview with him too, like before the game in the pregame, where he was like talking about how he was trying to be careful and social distance.
Yeah. We did activate Cornelius Lucas and William Bradley King, Cooper King, Bradley Lee.
What about Smith Williams, King Smith? Is he back?
He's already back.
Oh, I didn't realize that. And Two Hill Brother is back. So all the Two Hill brothers are back. Sweat's back. He had kind of a good game at the beginning. Anyway.
He did it first. And then they figured it out. It's like they made adjustments and we didn't.
Yeah.
But again, our defensive secondary was full of guys that we like hired from Walmart. So
who was it Taylor Bud Lighty Goat that was like, we have, what did he say? What are you doing on 3rd and a Walmart parking lot or something like that?
Yeah, 3rd in a Walmart parking lot.
It was funny. Yeah, if any of you guys during the games, people pop into the Discord room and kind of comment on the game, similar to, you know, the Muppet guys that sit up in the booth during the Muppet Show. So if that interests you, you can go in there and vent or whatever.
Yeah, it's just Redskins fans.
Yep. And the link for our Discord invite is tinyurl.com/HarryHF. And that should get you in there.
Yeah.
Unless you're a Cowboys fan, then don't bother.
Right.
Especially an Eagles fan. We don't want any batteries thrown in our Discord chat room. All right. What else do we want to talk anything about this Dallas game? We don't have any players. If they've actually wrapped up the division, they're still playing for home field advantage through the playoffs, so they'll be ready.
They're 3 games ahead, so
they'll be ready to play though. Let's just say that much. I'm still blaming them for this whole COVID fest, but you know,
who the Cowboys?
Yeah, because they had it the week before us.
Yeah.
Then we played them, and then we all got it. Now I wouldn't be surprised if next week the Eagles all get it.
Eagles coach has it. Got it, or got
today?
Positive today.
See?
Today.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
So I wonder how many people league wide got it today. You know, it's like I haven't looked at it.
Yeah. It was over 50, I think, yesterday.
Today was kind of a frustrating day
Craziness.
for me. A very frustrating day.
Yeah.
I spent all my time driving around and waiting in cars and like just logistics not matching up. So I think that about wraps it up. We need to let these people go have a nice Christmas Eve, Christmas Day with their families, and then get ready for some football on Sunday. And we hope you all have a Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Don't ever do that again, dude.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Anyway, I'm playing the outro music. Oh, I need to give my precarious prediction before we do the outro.
Oh, right. How are we going to do this weekend in Irving, Texas?
Oh, dude, it's going to be outstanding. At the last second, we're going to hear that Gilbert Grape Gottfried is our quarterback, is going to go against his old team in Dallas. He's going to light up Dallas's secondary to the tune of 312 yards passing, 3 touchdowns versus 1 interception. Gibson is going to add another 112 yards rushing. Patterson 72 yards rushing. We're going to rack up over 500 yards of offense with Gilbert Grape, Gottfried Grape, Blabbert as our quarterback. And we're going to come away from Dallas with a victory. Score: Washington 31, Dallas 15.
Ooh, 15.
Yeah, they're going to get a touchdown, a 2-point conversion. How much is that? No. They're going to get 15 somehow. I can't do the math right now.
Touchdown and a 2-point conversion, and then a touchdown and an extra point.
Yeah, that's what they're getting.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think that about wraps it up. We hope you guys have a nice Christmas. All right, let me play the outro. Do we have any shout outs to give, dude? Yes, we do. Shanny, Chen in Nova Scotia, hanging out in the Discord chat room.
Arlington, not Irving.
That's all that's in there tonight? X Factor 357 was in there, but he had to go to lunch. Kenny Ken in Canada is too depressed about his loss in Fantasy League to be in here. Chris Comerton.
Oh, yeah.
Chris
Armed
Comerton.
Forces Bowl tonight. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, Chris Comerton.
Yeah. C-Jack 17's in there. Shanny, of course.
Chen in Nova Scotia.
Oak Island, man.
Yeah, he said Arlington, which is correct. I always think of Arlington, Virginia, because that's where we stay when we go to Redskins.
Anyway, we'll talk to you guys next week. Hail to the Redskins. Merry Christmas. Ooh, he did?
Ooh, man. Jeez.
Dude, I almost...
Sorry, Chen.
That hurts, dude. We'll talk to you guys next week. Hail to the Redskins. Merry Christmas. And if you see a Cowboys fan,
you know what to do. Joker.
Jojo joke them.
Jojo joke.
Jojo joke them, dude.